Hi there. I think today we will do the capture of the Pokemon. So when I say we will do the capture, we're not going to do the entire process because very long, very, very long. No, what we're going to do is just add a little checkbox at the moment. Um, we will make the menu for capturing later on. So we will make a checkbox. Do you want to capture yes, no? And we will add a new state, which, if the capture state is on, will capture the Pokemon after it's defeated, right? So let's do this by beginning by adding just a checkbox. So I'm not going to do a 444 user interface yet, the kind of things that you want the player to know exactly what they are doing when they are ticking the box, because well, this isn't the final version, right? We know what the box does, so we will be very good just ticking this. But if you're wondering why there's lots of damage, why there's still one being shown here, it's because the label isn't connected to the variable, okay? So it doesn't show here. We actually have to change the label directly. All right, so let's get in our main view right there and add a little checkbox in this corner there. So what I'm going to do in the central part, I will add a margin container, which will be taking the full size, and that margin will be of 16 pixels. Maybe more, maybe more. And in there, I will add a button, check button, right there. This guy, I want it to be at the top, right there, and at the right, like this. Sounds good? Sounds good. Now, let's see. So we have the master here. So we're going to create a new variable, which is going to be our should capture, pretty much. Let's name it should capture for now. So it's going to be a boolean, and that's going to be initialized to false. Right, so if I start the game from there, it's actually, well, there's no, right, so false, true, okay. So we have the button, and we have the variable. So what we need to do is to should capture button. Sorry, should button. What we need to do is to grab the signal toggle of the button. Okay, so we're gonna grab this and connect it to master. Where's master? It's way down, like this. On should capture button toggle. So here we have the new value, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have should capture. Well, do we actually have to say value? No? No, just should capture. Oh, it's variable. Okay, my brain is already dying. Cool. And toggle on. So here we're gonna synchronize both variables. It's pretty much that simple. Okay. We actually can check this to see if this is working by having an expert tag in front of this should capture. So we can now start the game, go in the remote, go game, user interface, bbox, main view, and then central part, margin, and actually I'm absolutely going in the wrong direction because we need to go in the script master, right? Because right there we have should capture. And yep, I can take this on and off. So it's working very fine. Now I can remove this. All right. So what I want to do is first, let's create a new state. Let's create a new state by adding a node, which is going to be capture. Let's go with capture. I will add a script. How are the scripts named in there? State combat. Okay, so it's gonna be state capture. State capture. Okay. What are the names? State generate Pokemon cards. That will most likely need to change someone. State capture Pokemon. And we need to extend abstract state. From there, I will just create the basic settings. So right, let's go. And we have the basic methods. So what I'm going to do basically is now I will go in my combat state, and there we have the on Pokemon defeated method. All right. So what we do basically is get the Pokédollar on, and then we go to generate a new Pokemon. Here we actually will make a check, which is going to be if do I have master? Yes, master dot should capture. If I should capture, I will go in state manager dot change states, and I will grab state manager that doesn't exist yet, so let's add it now. Let's add a new state, variable capture state, which is an abstract state, like this. Now we can go back to combat and have this state manager dot capture state. Right. So if we should capture, we go there. Else, we go generate a new Pokemon. Okay. So here I can clear this error. All right. Let's grab this new state here, like this. What are we gonna do next? Well, maybe we can, at the moment, I'm gonna have a simple timer, which is gonna be, say, capture this. So in there, in the capture state script, we're gonna grab this timer. It's gonna be a timer. Okay, let's assign it capture timer, and we will define a time. Okay, so if I watch the timer, just to be sure, I think I just have to give the amount in seconds, which is where is it? Wait time. That's in seconds, isn't it? The wait time in seconds, right? So here, I'm gonna create a constant at the moment. Capture. It's gonna be capture time. It's gonna be a float, and that's gonna be equal to. Let's go with 2 seconds, right? So when we enter this state, we want timer.waitTime to be equal to capture time. It's actually important because in the future, capture time will change based on the Pokeball, for example. All right. Also, what we want to do basically is start a timer. So we want timer.start. When we leave the state, we want to stop the timer, like this. And we need to grab the signal. The signal which is timeout. Let's connect it to capture and capture timeouts. Yes, it's good. Let's create a new method which is going to be complete capture. I don't like this name, but I can find another one at the moment. So here, when the timer times out, we want to complete the capture. Right. So what do we want to do when we're done with the capture? But at the moment, we will do nothing and just have um, state manager. So I need to export state manager. Variable state manager, which is of type main view state manager? No. Yes. Yes. So there I want to have state manager dot change state, and we want to generate a new Pokemon. All right. So let's import this state manager here. Okay. So there's gonna be probably something weird. If we start the game right now, what should happen is that when we capture, we should linger for 2 seconds on the Pokemon here when it's defeated. So right, we're lingering 2 seconds and we go to the next one. So what we can do is basically change this progress bar here to display the capture time. So yes, let's have this. So we have a few ways to do that. We could use the same progress bar and change all the labels here, or that's gonna be quite annoying because there's 3 labels and I actually don't want to change this little slash label at the moment, but that's something we can do. Or another option, which would be more expensive, would be to add another progress bar in front of this one. All right. So we have less HP. So let's make middle HP unique as well, like this. And when the timer starts, we want basically left HP and right HP to be null, and we want middle HP to show, I guess, the time left. That could be a good thing to do. Yes, let's do that. So let's have all this go to null by default. Right, so if everything's fine, we should have that's a hair. 0. Why does it show 0? It's right there actually. It's because we changed the HP after we've defeated Pokemon. So I'm gonna make a simple check. I'm gonna have this line only if master.ap is different than 0. And that should work. Yep, that works. In the meantime, I also noticed something. The margin container here is basically blocking the view. So right there, we can't click anymore. This you can change by going in whatever component is blocking the view while being transparent, like this margin container. And you want to go in the control category option and find mouse, right? And change the filter to ignore, like this. So now that it's ignore, I can click again because it doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So because now we changed the labels here, when we have a new Pokemon, the slash isn't being resetted. So we need to add this to the generate Pokemon. So let's have this thing right there. You're gonna be middle HP, and you will be equal to slash, like this. Wait, I can't remember if there was a space. No, there wasn't a space. Okay, so now what we want to do is to have the progress bar basically display the progress of the capture. So let's go back in the timer here, because we have the wait time and the time left. So it's time left, the variable we need. So what we're gonna do is that the progress bar, how is it? Right there. I think I'm gonna make it unique. Well, it's not unique. Let's leave it like this and just use export. Okay. So basically, when we enter here, what we want to do is to set up the maximum value of the progress bar to whatever capture time we have. So what I'm going to do is have progress bar dot max value. It's going to be equal to capture time, and I will multiply it by 100 because maybe that will make it smoother. That's what I'm trying to do right now. We can try without it like this. And in the process, right there, what we're gonna do is have wait time, timer dot wait time minus time left. Is it? I think it's this. So that's gonna be um, progress. That's gonna be progress. Timer wait time minus timer time left. And what we're gonna do is have progress bar dot value equal to time left to progress. Sorry, like this. So right there, now we should have the bar filling. Well, it's actually very smooth. Do we actually need to display the amount of seconds right there? Maybe not. Okay. The last thing we can do eventually is change this texture here for a Pokeball. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this because I don't have the sprite. Okay, give me the sprite of the Pokeballs. Right there. Give me. Oh, it's not good. Screw this. Hey. Is it a square? 12, 12. Right, it's a square. So image. Crop to content. No. Crop to section. Good. Then I will grab this green color and delete. And it's white. Screw this. So new layer right there. I will invert the selection. How do I invert the selection? Invert. Oh well. Oops. Maybe cut it, paste it. I will. How do I merge it? Well, it will merge. Wait. Oh, no. Please merge. I can't remember. To a new layer. Alright, it's gonna be. And delete. There we go. So we do have our Pokeball texture now. So maybe we can grab this texture rect and have this Pokeball. So it's so messy. Like export bar, and that's gonna be Pokeball texture. This so that we can have a Pokeball texture right in there. And when we start capturing, we can go with get node texture rect as texture rect like this. And we want to change its texture to be equal to Pokeball texture. All right. You know what? We can do something a little weird, but that's what Pokéclicker does. So we're gonna go with this texture here, and there should be a rotation somewhere, right? That's a float. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing right now. So what I'm gonna do is have get node of texture rect. It's actually just dot rotation. All right. So we're gonna go with plus equal delta. And what we're gonna do is that when we leave the states, we will get the rotation equal to 0. Right, we won't reset the rotation. Otherwise, it could be funny. Yeah, let's see what this does. Okay, not the kind of rotation I was thinking about. Lost. Okay, so let's get rid of this. So we have the texture of the Pokeball. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Okay. So we can capture this. We actually have no record of whatever we're capturing, but it's okay. We will have to make the Pokemon list first. Yep. So anyway, that's gonna be all we do in this episode. I hope you liked it. I gotta say it got me completely. I don't have the word in English, so put whatever you want. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what we will be doing next. Maybe we will tackle on the list of Pokemons we own. That could be a good thing. It's one of the few things left on the roadmap. So yeah, I will see you in the next episode and you take care.